sunglasses on, tropical. Nigga, all I need is 10 to 20K. 15 is perfect. Bro, I'm gone. Bro. Like on folks. Like what they say on folking them. If I get 15K, bro, that's why I be betting every day. If I could just win 15K, bro, it's either two places. DR or Africa, my nigga. Like that ass, bro. I'll get a house with the quickness, nigga. What? Don't give me money. All of a sudden, everybody gonna be like, yo, where Adamu? I haven't seen Adamu in a minute. Shit, Adamu gone. Adamu gone. I'm gone. JetBlue, Emirates, whatever you say that shit. United Airlines, nigga, I'm gone. Nigga, what? 15? 15, nigga? Nigga, 15,000 USD in pesos. 15,000 in Ghana cedis. Hey, I'm gone. Hey, Charlie, I'm gone. You won't hear from me, I'm telling you. You won't hear from me, bro. My next picture is me with sunglasses on. Tropical. Nigga.
Hey yo, EIE Preto hermano. Now in this one, you guys heard the brother talk about, having 15,000 going down to Dominican Republic or Africa. Now I can't tell you guys 15,000 isn't enough money, but I don't think it's enough money to purchase a home. I mean, I would think that his goal is to go overseas and maybe stay over there. How long? I don't know, but maybe stay over there. Now, I will say this, right? If you do enough research online, 15,000, depending on where you're going and your lifestyle, listen, you can live in a country for a full year off of 15,000. You really can. So, when you sit back and ask yourself, right? Especially as a young man right now in your 20s. As I make this video, I'm a young man in my 20s. The dude you saw in the video clip, he's a young man in his 20s. Yo, I wasn't aware that as a young dude, or just in general, right, you can go and live in these other countries. Granted, me being Caribbean American, I always knew I can pull up to my parents' country. It's no issue, right? I can stay for however long I want, no issue. But when it came to other countries, you know, I really didn't know. I thought it was the same kind of type of time where, unless you're of descent of your parents who were born and raised there, or you were at least born there, but you didn't grow up in the country. I didn't realize, I did not realize you can pull up to a country and stay long term like that. Then, I came across I came across that passport content halfway through 2025. So listen, I told dudes, yo, when it really comes to that overseas talk, yo, listen, you can't just pull up to a country and think, yo, I'm gonna run up the numbers. What I mean by that is, listen, I get it, dude. A lot of dudes you was in the States, not saying you wasn't getting no action, but you probably wasn't getting what you felt like you deserved. Probably wasn't getting the quality, probably wasn't getting the quantity. And yeah, I get it, man. Dudes go overseas, and I'm not saying you're going over there for women, but let's keep it a stack. For some guys, I think most guys, maybe even 75% of guys, it is the driving force. It's what makes you think about other stuff. On top of the fact that in America, listen, we live in one of the most expensive countries on the planet. The fact that these people print up money, right? They print the money faster than we can make the money. It costs them less money to print the money. The same money that they have to print up, they use that money to pay to make more money. It's crazy, dude. And we're in this constant rat race of just chasing more money, chasing more money, chasing more money. Yo, ask yourself, how much more money do I really need? You keep on chasing money, man, you're gonna always be stuck on that hamster wheel. And you sit down and ask yourself sometimes, yo, what do I really need to be happy? What makes me happy? What lifestyle do I want for myself? Like I said, dude, I'm 26. I've been working since I was 16. I'm burnt out. I don't want to work no more. I really don't. I salute, right? I commend all of the older people, 55 plus, 60 plus, 65 plus, and they're still working. Listen, that's that robotic mindset. That's that's that 1900s mindset. They're too close to the plantation because they're willing to give 20 they are willing to give they are willing to give 20 to 30 to 40 years of their life to these corporations. And when these dudes, especially men, black men, they retire, the average life expectancy of a black man is 74 years old. So that after you done gave, this company 20 years, you didn't gave this company 20, 30 years, by the time you retire, you're already pushing like 70. I'm pretty sure all of us been on a job where we're working with a black dude who's already like 65 plus. Yo, if the average life expectancy of a black man is 74, and God forbid, right, for dudes who've been working that long, hopefully you retire with like two pensions, 401k, social security. Yo, these dudes don't even be having that. So you're literally gonna work until the day you hit the casket. And then for dudes who, let's say they do have the 401k, the pensions and all that good stuff, listen, when he retires, yo, because he's now soulless, no more youth, no more vigor, yo, these dudes, they start breaking down. The job was the only thing holding his health intact. You feel me? They start breaking down, turning into vegetables, becoming senile. And that's because the corporations, they stole everything from you, everything that's valuable. Two things in this life that you can't get back. And yo, this is why I think Gen Z, yo, we value this stuff because we see it. We see it right in front of us. Yo, I don't want that. Yo, you guys can keep your social security, keep your 401k, keep your pensions because I'm not giving no corporation that much of me. On top of the fact that a lot of people, you build your life around the corporation that you're working for. So that means you're going to be stuck for that corporation. You you have a job, right? While you have a job, you use the job to maintain and elevate. You don't, and when I talk about elevate, I'm talking about building your life, but you don't build your life in a material way. As far as, oh, I'm gonna get a brand new 2026 vehicle. I'm gonna go and get this new, brand new home. I'm gonna go and get a brand new credit card. 20,000. You don't put yourself in more debt. What you do is, man, you try to get some of that stuff off your back, right? Figure out how can I multiply my money. Listen, for people who have these jobs with 401ks, and it goes to show how so many older people, again, they're just not aware of all the other things they can put their money in besides a 401k. Am I saying a 401k is bad? No, but you do have other options, right? But the fact that you have to work for the company in order to benefit from the 401k because they're so-called matching whatever you put into your 401k, yo, why let them take 5% of your check just so you can match them 5%? So you have to give them 5% so they can match you 5%, but that 5% is what they're already going to take from you. So unless you give them a little bit more, oh, I'm sorry, the base percent might be 3. So unless you give them a little bit more, that's how they will end up matching you. Yo, take that same money, go and put it into anything else in the stock market and watch your money do the same thing, dude. That 401k, that's a scam, son. How many people are gonna actually live to work for a corporation 30 years? Those days are over with. Unless you probably work for the federal government, you're not working 20 years. You're not working 30 years in one place for one company. That's not happening, dude. And even then, it's like, yo, by the time you work those 30 years, it's over. It's over. Yo, I'm telling you, this is my word. Yo, I'm pretty sure we all work jobs with these old dudes. Yo, I can guarantee you that these dudes' health is so bad. I bet you they can't even get an erection. Yo, black man, when I talk about this overseas talk, yo, this is to escape. The overseas talk is to escape that nonsense of this 9 to 5 rat race, giving my life to a corporation all because of benefits. Yo, fuck them benefits. The benefits they talking don't even provide real, peace to your life. Do okay, health insurance, that's important. Okay, dental, that's important. Vision, that's important. Okay, cool. But like, yo, a lot of people, the average American, you get 1 week, maybe two, right? Depending on what corporation you work for, you might get three, you might get four, you might get five, maybe. Again, the more weeks you can get off, the better, I guess, entity that you work for, right? If you work for maybe like Google or something, you work for Apple, maybe you work for like JP Morgan or something, you work for the federal government. Okay, cool. You can benefit from the benefits that kind of come from those companies. But even within that, it's like, yo, you still have to trade 40 hours of your week. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world, but yo, come on, dude. People be talking about, oh man, gotta get this overtime, working 80 hours a week. Yo, come on, son. Your overtime check is taxed more than what your regular paycheck is. Yo, and again, when it comes to the overseas stuff, the women are the driving force for the young man right now. If you're in your 20s listening to this video, I'm telling you, yo, listen, in the States, I'm not saying dudes weren't getting what they want when it came to women, but you probably wasn't getting what you wanted. You probably wasn't getting the quality. If not the quality, you wasn't getting the quantity, or it's probably a combination of the two. But when you go overseas, you can't go over there playing catch up, thinking, all right, I missed out on this, man. So I'm gonna run the numbers up. Nah, man. Listen, hold on. You go overseas thinking about pussy, thinking I'm gonna run my numbers up. Yo, black women starve me out. Yo, listen, you're gonna end up like Floyd, right? I made the video about the black American traveler down there in Brazil and playing with minors and all that good stuff. Now, I think he was trying to make some money, right? Doing whatever he was doing. But think about that. 15,000, right? Think about what the dude said in the video clip at the beginning. 15,000. That 15,000 is gonna run out. I told you, listen, you can get your own place overseas, and listen, you can live off of 15,000 for the whole year. You definitely can. But when it comes down to staying long term, you can't just go overseas with some money saved up. You gotta have something coming in. My advice to dudes is listen, you need at least two streams of income. And if you have at least $2,000 coming in, I say aim for three, but at least 2,000, you'll be all right for real. You feel me? No one's talking about this, but yo, listen, find a way to make that money online, two streams of income, right? Have some kind of service, have a product to sell, create content. It's multiple ways to do it. Find what's unique to you and what you're good at, and listen, go from there. And after you figure out how to make the money, yo, listen, when you come to pick a country, when you are ready to pick a country, listen, women cannot be number one. Yo, think about the safety, think about the healthcare, right? The affordability. How easy is it for you to get access to an apartment lease, right? Let me give you guys the fact. When it comes to going to Asia, there's a reason why people go to Southeast Asia and not the big Asian three, China, Korea, or Japan. Because guess what? There is a requirement to go to those countries. And to stay long term, you're not pulling up to Korea, Japan, or China and staying long term just because you want to be there. That's not how that works. That's not Bali. That's not Thailand. That's not Africa. You feel me? That's not Brazil. That's not Colombia. You can't just do that. When it comes to those countries, unless you're a student or unless you're working, you're not going to stay in the big Asian three. And again, in my personal opinion, the big Asian three, they offer so much, dude. But again, countries like that, they require you to at least have a bachelor's if you want to work in the country, right? In a country like those, unless you're working or you're a student, you can't get an apartment. You'll be Airbnb and hoteling on whatever visa you're on until until you have to go. So again, guys aren't even thinking about stuff like that, but that's how far you have to think about it. Again, how easy is it move how easy is it to move to that country? If you want to ship, I don't know, maybe your clothes from America or some furniture or something, right? The taxes you'll pay on shipping. What's the visa options, man? You got the digital nomad visa, tourist visa, student visa, work visa, right? You have the investment visa. It's so many options that you have. Again, guys aren't thinking about this stuff, right? The comfortability. Do you have the American comfort in your own home within that country? And that's why I said you want to make at least $2,000 because that can guarantee you an American standard of living in a foreign country. You know what I'm saying? You'll be living around the big dogs in that country because guess what? If you're willing to go to, let's say, Japan and pay 1,000 a month for rent in the states, where can you pay 1,000 for rent? And that's actually a place where you truly want to live. Doesn't matter what city you're talking about, you're paying 1,000 a month for rent. Again, the minimum wage in Japan is like $7. No, it might be like $8. So if you go over there and you're willing to pay 1,000 for an apartment, trust me, you're gonna get a really, really nice apartment. You feel me? But that's something to think about. Again, what lifestyle do you want? Do you want city life? Do you want beach life? Do you want small town country vibes life? Right? Infrastructure, amenities, lawyers, right? Citizenship. How can you gain that? You feel me? If you're going to have children within that country, right? Do you want the child to be born in this country? Right? Education, the racial hierarchy, because we already know white skin is worshipped all over the world. It's crazy, but it's so many things to think about before you go overseas. And then before you go overseas, man, you want to set yourself up. Don't go rushing over there, with 15K. I'm telling you, it's enough money to last you, but come on, son. Yo, go over there when you're booming. Go over there when you're fully established. Go over there, man, when you have the right foundation, because then trust me, you won't have to come back. When your money's good over here, your money's good over here. You feel me? You got the backup plan over here. Like, I'm telling you, you're good. You don't have to come back, yo. But anyways, black man, when it comes to going overseas, I support it. Figure out the lay of the land. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how you can make this happen, make that happen, make some connections. Don't just think about, oh man, she got a big ass. Oh, I'm trying to knock down some pussy. You know what I mean? Busting up, busting up. Yo, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Anyways, yo, I'm out. Peace.